Hello again. Last summer, the expression two-tiered justice was coined in Britain and swiftly became very popular in certain quarters. It was suggested that white working class people who were being described as belonging to the far right were dealt with more quickly and harshly by the courts than either left-wing types or those belonging to ethnic minorities. This idea emerged in the aftermath of the disorders which swept some cities and towns following the death of three little girls at the hands of Axel Cabana. Some of those accused of promoting the disorder were advised to plead guilty and told that this would bring them lenient sentences. They were instead sent to prison immediately, sometimes for years, for such trifling offences as speculating upon the Southport case on social media. The sentences were savage and delivered very quickly indeed, far more so than usual. One man who was accused of inciting violent disorder, though, has been luckier than those supposedly belonging to the far right. A black man called Ricky Jones travelled all the way across London, from Dartford in the southwest to Walthamstow in the northeast, to attend what looked as though it might develop into a confrontation between left-wing and right-wing groups. There are many clips of film on YouTube showing what he said, and although I do not of course wish to be guilty of contempt of court or to prejudice the outcome of the trial, I see no reason not to quote from the Evening Standard a few days ago, to which I give a link in the description to this video. It reads as follows. Jones spoke to the crowd about disgusting Nazi fascists and said we need to cut their throats and get rid of them. We need to cut their throats and get rid of them. Many people might be inclined to regard that as incitement to murder rather than merely violent disorder, but there I dare say that the Director of Public Prosecutions knows his own job well enough. This man, Ricky Jones, is currently on bail and will not be facing court until August the 11th. In other words, the white people, those allegedly connected to the far right, were brought to court within a few days, while feelings were running exceptionally high, and sent to prison at once. The black man, who by the way was a Labour councillor at the time, has his trial delayed for over a year, by which time it is hoped everybody will have cooled down a little. It is this kind of thing which gave rise to the phrase two-tiered justice, of course. I might mention in passing that this is also one of those court cases, increasingly common in this country, where everybody involved seems to be either foreign or from immigrant families. Ricky Jones is black, the judge who delayed his case until August is called Oscar Del Fabro, and the chief Crown prosecutor handling the matter is Jaswant Narwal. I'm sure that we all await the outcome of this trial with the greatest interest, and already there are those who are comparing what Ricky Jones is alleged to have said with what some people last summer were convicted of saying, which led to their being sent down for 2 or 3 years.